Hey, what's up, Breck students? Frank here from AFP with a video on guitar. Today we're going to be looking at the open chords, major, minor, and seven. I'll be demonstrating using the A and D chords. We're going to start off with A. So first things first, A major. That starts on the open A string. Middle finger on the second fret of the D string, ring finger on the second fret of the G string, pinky second fret on the B string, and open E. That's A major. This is an A major chord, very bright, very happy. And what you don't want to do is hit the E string, the low E string. You want to kind of like, for those who are new to this chord, you want to either have your pick on the A string already, ready to just strum down, or if you're using, you don't have a pick and you're using your thumb, use your thumb and just prop your, already have your thumb on the open A string and just, because when you have the E in there, it doesn't sound right, just, that's the open A string, open A major chord. All right, now we're gonna do A minor. And so a really cool way to remember the difference between major and minor chords. Major chords have a very happy and almost hopeful sound to them. They sound very, like if you're frolicking through a field and it's just, you're having the greatest time of your life. This is the way to describe that feeling, just a major moment in our lives. A major chord, major awesomeness. All right. Now, we're going to take a look at the A minor chord, and a way to differentiate between major and minor is to think of the major chord as a happy chord and think of the minor chord as a sad, dark sounding, just like, I'm not going to say the word, I'm going to refrain from saying the word bluesy, but just very like sad and not real. You're not really feeling happy when you play this chord. Compared to the A major chord, it's hopeful. When you have an A minor chord, it's just, ugh. So let's take a look at the A minor chord. Just like the A major chord, you're going to want to have your pick or thumb ready on that open A, because that is the root of the chord. And what you're going to want to do is middle finger on the second fret of the D string, ring finger on the second fret of the G string, and index finger on the first fret of the B string. And you're just going to strum down from open A. You can even take it slow. Like I said before in my previous guitar videos, you really want to make sure that your chords ring through, because if you don't have your hands properly set, so it's going to sound like that. You want them to be perfectly arched. Your thumb on the back of the guitar, and have your guitar in tune. And that's A minor. And one more time, that's second fret, middle finger on the D string, second fret, G string, ring finger, and first fret, B string, index finger. All right. So a really great way to remember those chords is, major, super happy, super peaceful. Minor, really sad, really dark. All right, now we're gonna take a look at a chord that is nor major nor minor, and that's an A7 chord. I almost played an A major 7. A7 chord. So it's nor major, it's nor minor, but it's a 7. And what you're going to want to do for this one is you're going to want to put your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the D string, and you're going to want to put your ring finger on the 2nd fret of the B string. And a really great way to remember this chord is it's curious. It wants to resolve. It wants to, find its way back home. It wants to just go somewhere that isn't what it is. So let's go through that one more time. You have your A major chord, your A minor chord, and your curious A7 chord. All right. And just remember, like I said earlier, if you're playing an open chord that's in the key of A, you're going to want to start on the open A string and down. All right? You don't want to play any other chords. You don't want to play the open E, because we're not using this note. We're using A. All right. So now we're going to take a look at D major, D minor, and D7. So D major looks and sounds like this. Instead of starting from the open A string, we're going to have our hand or pick ready on the open D string. And D major should sound like this. So what you're going to want to do is index finger on the 2nd fret of the G string, ring finger on the 3rd fret of the B string, and middle finger on the 2nd fret of the high E. And like I said before, from the open D string, we're going to strum down, and it should sound like this. All right. And changing chords, the same rule will apply. Major is happy, minor is sad. So let's take a look at the D minor chord, open D minor chord. So what we're going to do is, from open D, we're going to put our middle finger on the 2nd fret of the G string, our ring finger on the 3rd fret of the B string, and our index finger on the 1st fret of the E string. You got that really westerny, sad sounding, like you just walked into a saloon and guns blazing. All right, and remember, major, super happy, minor, muy sad. All right. Now we're going to take a look at the curious D7. And nothing has changed. I'm still on the root of D, and my pick is ready on the D string. I'm not strumming the A, and this is why. The A is the 5th below the root of D. So this is your D7. We're not playing an A in this because it would sound just strumming down from D7. And how we get the D7 is middle finger on 2nd fret of the G string, index finger on the 1st fret of the B string, and middle finger and ring finger on the second fret of the E string. So that's middle finger on the second fret of the G string, index finger on the first fret of the B string, and ring finger on the second fret of the high E string. And that should sound like this. Just like that A7, it's very curious. It wants to resolve. So let's just go over, let's recap from the beginning. D major, D minor, and D7. Very curious sounding. I'm going to do the same thing for A. A major, A minor, and A7. And just remember, like, it's really helpful to use these 7 chords to resolve. Like, let's say you're going like, it just wants to go there. Just like how D7 wants to resolve to A, A7 wants to resolve to E major. All right, folks. Well, there you have it. Those are your major, minor, and 7 chords. If you have any questions, please leave a comment in the link below, and I will get back to you shortly. I'm going to be leaving some description on today's lesson. And if you, well, first of all, rewatch the video, slow the video down, like I always say. Like, really practice these pieces of information, because it really makes the difference in a guitar player when they have the voice in their guitar playing. Like, they could, really use the guitar and do different things. Like, these chords, like major and minor, are really helpful for making great songs. And you just want to have this in your belt when learning to play such a great instrument like the guitar. So yes, I'm really excited to teach you more, and have a great one.